Morning, everyone. It's good to see you. Why don't you come a little bit closer? Come over here because I'm sharing a book today. So I want to make sure you can all see it. How's everyone today? Good? All right, great. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. So in our readings today, we find first Paul and Silas praying, and then we find Jesus praying. So I thought we'd talk a little bit about prayer today. So if someone asks you, what is prayer? What would you tell them? Anyone have any ideas? Carolyn. Beautiful. Caroline said that she would say that that is how people talk to God. And I think that's a beautiful way to talk about prayer. So today I thought I'd share a book with you. And it's called There's No Wrong Way to Pray. Some of you may have this at home because we gave it out in a kit several years ago. So if you do have it at home, you might want to get it out later and take a look at it again. So it's called There's No Wrong Way to Pray, and it's written by Rebecca Ninke and Kate Watson and illustrated by Liam Darcy. And we're reproducing it with permission from Beaming Books. So here we go. When I pray, I talk to God. I tell God about my goldfish, living or floating. I pray for the kids at school, even the naughty ones, especially the naughty ones who sit by me. I pray when I'm afraid. When an ambulance goes by with lights on, I pray for whoever is waiting for it to arrive. I pray before I eat, unless I'm really hungry, then I pray after I eat. Sometimes I pray when I'm in the bathroom, especially if I forget a book. I'll even pray when I'm riding my bike or rollerblading, especially when I'm going downhill. I pray when I'm doing my chores, even when I'm picking up after the dog. I hope God doesn't mind. I pray for my dog because he can't go to church. If he did, he'd run around and knock over the candles and eat the communion bread. I pray for my cat, but she just stares at me. I tried to play baptism with her once, but then I had to pray for my scratches to heal. I pray for people I don't know, the ones I hear about on the news. I pray for people who live where life is hard. And it helps me remember it's no biggie when the Wi-Fi is out or my brother eats my Halloween candy. I used to pray that my team would win, but then I wondered if the other team prayed that too. That must put God in a difficult situation. Now, I just pray that no one gets hurt. I pray for my family and my grandma in heaven. I wonder if God nods her way when I do, and then she smiles. I pray for weird stuff sometimes. The bug I accidentally stepped on who wasn't looking so good. The kid in the store who was having a tantrum. The teenager with the purple hair and nose ring. My mom prays for his mom, too. I pray for the whole earth and all the animals living on it. I pray for places I've never seen, people I've never met. I like to think they pray for me, too. Sometimes I pray for things that are more like wishes. Once I prayed I would get a unicorn for Christmas. My mom prayed that her eyes wouldn't get stuck that way. Then we forgot to pray for a while because we were laughing so hard. I bet God was laughing too. Nighttime is my best time to pray. It's dark and my mom is sitting beside me. My dog is on the floor, focused on loud hygiene. My cat is on the bed, snoring. My mom and I end our prayers the same way most nights. Give all the children food to eat a place to sleep, and someone to love and protect them. Amen. When I pray, I talk to God. Wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, whoever I'm with. I used to believe that there was only one right way to pray. But now, I think there's no wrong way to pray. I love this book. It's one of my favorites. So, today in our gospel reading, we find Jesus praying. And it's kind of special because here's what Jesus said. He's actually praying for his disciples, okay, which are now called apostles. You hear that word used because now they're teaching about Jesus. But he's praying for them, but he's also praying for us. Listen, this is what he says. I ask not only on behalf of these, the disciples, but also on behalf of those who will believe in me through their word, that they may all be one. And then he goes on to say, I made your name known to them, so that the love with which you have loved may be in them. This is what Jesus prayed, because Jesus knew that if we could be one, if we could care enough about each other to help each other, to share the love that God shares, to pray for each other, then we would all be a beautiful and healing reflection of Jesus. Would you all please be my echo and pray with me? God, we come to you this morning. God, we come to you this morning, praying as Jesus did. Help us to be one. So that we can do your work together. Thank you for loving us. Help us to love and pray for others. Together we say, Amen. Thank you, friends. You may go to kids.